I think back to the 2014 offseason where you guys are coming off the ALCS and you have all this momentum, and then all these free agents like Markakis and Miller and Cruz, they let them go in free agency. What were the conversations like in that offseason, like behind the scenes? Like I remember you trying to lobby for Markakis especially, but can you take me back to that offseason, just all what took place from your perspective?
Well, I think those years were our years to do it. 14 was our year, and it sucked because we had three big ass injuries: Machado, Davis suspension, and then Wieters. So we had three big guys gone. That's no excuse. It is what it is. Royals were fantastic too, but it just I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think of the proper way to say it. You just gotta go out there. Like, I don't know. You just gotta not be afraid. Like, so I'm trying to like really word it the correct way and re-ask the question so I can rethink it.
No, it's just like the behind the scenes aspects of like like I said, you guys had all this momentum. You're a series away from going to the World Series, which for Baltimore is unheard of. And then to have all these key pieces let go in free agency with the organization seemingly unwilling to fork over the money for them. Like, was that hard in that off season? And did you kind of lobby for anybody especially?
Okay. So with that, we knew Miller was gone. He's a reliever. They're not paying. The Orioles ain't paying $9 million for a reliever. They ain't doing it. That free agent reliever. Now, if you did it through arbitration, like Britain started to make, Jim Johnson started to make money. But you see, once they started to make money, at the back end, they started to trade them. Cruz and Markakis are the interesting cases because I just think the medicals, they went so hard on the medical that they went on that only. Both of their medicals said year 4 of a contract potential, they both won't be of value. Okay. I understand that. As you know, you got Markakis being 34. I mean, Markakis was 33, 32. Yeah, going, just getting older. I get it. Markakis in his 4th year was an all-star. It's one of his best years of his career. Won his 3rd Gold Glove. That's a 36-year-old. Year 4 of the contract. Nelson Cruz went only 1 year he had under 40 in 100. Only 1 year he had under 40 in those 4 years in Seattle. He went 39 was 1 year. Who got this wrong? Because you got guys that have proven over their career to be healthy. I think that's when you prove guys to be healthy, health and playing is something that you just have to value more. They don't value. I remember when I was a free agent, they were saying, well, it hurt me in free agency because I played so much. So because I posted, I got traded. Of course, I get it. You play. I played 1,499 games in 10 years. That's a lot of tread. That was the number one player games played. And in center field. It's a lot of tread. But you mean to tell me that, like, that's not valued? You can count on me. There's a lot of players you can't count on that got long-term deals that year. And I'm like, well, I mean, you can count on me. It's been very proven. You can 100% count on me. And, sometimes it went to the wayside. So, you gotta bite the bullet sometimes.
The medical aspect too, because you're right. The Orioles medical team always had these offseason things like Grant Balfour and Tyler Colvin and Dexter Fowler. Yep. Like they would get so close and then the medicals would come back and they just wouldn't sign them. Like, did any of that? Like,
but then you get Kobe, but then you sign Kobe Rasmus like that. And I love Kobe too. Kobe was a great guy. He battled his own things, but when he was there, the dude was awesome, played hard, played his ass, funny as hell. So, but I'm just saying, it's like, why do certain cases work and certain ones don't? And, again, that's why I think as I get older, I want to be on the front office side so that I can understand why and how they think. Because when you're a player, you think one way. I want to play. I just want to play and perform, win, make as much money as I can. Like, our mindset is different. The front office, they're not thinking about today. They're thinking about like months, years down the road. Everything is a process on the front office side. So that's why I say, like, oh, when they use the term, let's stick with the process or rebuild. That's mean you're gonna have 4 years of ass, and then hopefully they get a little bit better. Hopefully, you know what I mean? Because again, you got guys that are gonna start making more money, and guys, like again, Mancini is gonna be in a free agent. He's gonna be free agent after this year. Can you re-sign him? How much money is going? You haven't tried to lock him up already, and I think they should have already tried. But why would you when you got Mountcastle behind him? You know what I mean? Like, so, but that's a good problem to have. And our years when we were good, we had good problems. We had too many good guys, and that's always a good problem to have. Is when you have multiple options, it's always a really good option.